Hello there, Sandy Ewens from FormaServe once again. In this how-to on IBM I video set, we will take a look at another IDE option we have. With the release of IBM's Merlin product this year, I thought I would place another IDE on the table for us to talk about. It's great having all these options, but which one should we use for our development? In this video, I'll be demonstrating the MiWorkplace video. MiWorkplace, all one word. This product is from Remain Software. I'll show how we can get it, how we install it, and how simple it is to use. To get a notification of when the next video in this series is released, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Like and subscribe. Let us get on with this video. A good place to start is what options do we have for IDEs. First one on the list, PDM, SEU and all the other bits. Yeah, I know, I'm really struggling to include these as IDEs, but I know a lot of our clients still use them. They cannot get approval for the price of RDI, let alone Merlin. But there are times when a quick change at a client site is needed. I always know that PDM and SEU are there for me, so they are worthy of the inclusion on this list. Next on the list, RDI. And typical IBM, it has had many names over the years. Code 400, WebSphere Development Studio, etc, etc. And then VS Code made it a usable IDE by the many IBM I extensions that have developed over the years. Great community involvement with that one. Then Merlin from IBM. That's all I'm going to say about that for this video. Maybe my Merlin thoughts in another video. And the one we're going to talk about in this video, MiWorkplace from Remain Software. MiWorkplace is an Eclipse based IDE, just like RDI. But it is worth noting that unlike RDI, MiWorkplace runs on the latest version of Eclipse and gets all the great enhancements that the Eclipse community has brought over the last few releases. The current version, as of November 2022, is version 1.31. It can be downloaded from the link in the description. It is licensed for a small monthly charge. We will talk about licensing a bit later in this video. Before I get into showing you MiWorkplace, let me go through the latest enhancements of this product. There is now filtering by jobs, for users and subsystems, remote search across multiple servers, a quick toggle between the traditional libraries and the IFS, zoom in and zoom out of the editor, yeah, love that one, ILE docs integration, and more. Let me show you this product. Once downloaded and installed, what do we get? You enter the licensing details you have, or go for a 2-week trial, why not? And we also have the welcome tab. Firstly, we have any videos. The next one, we create a new connection to our server. We'll be doing that in a mo. Then it goes on to their website, product website, the user guides, and an email link to their support people. All very useful. Let's get on with creating a connection. We click the plus button. Firstly, we put in a connection name. So this is just for me. I'm going to call it Galatea, which is our production box. Yes, I know. The server name is Galatea and the username is Andy. We do next. And here we can say we can put in any libraries we want. So the first one we're just going to do is good old training library and an object library. We'll keep that the same. Do next. Any job description we want to pick up the library list for, well, we'll leave that blank for now, and then do finish. So we can see we have a Galatea production, that was the name we just called it. If we double click on that, it will ask me for my password. See if I can get it right. Do OK on that. Walls away. And hopefully it will make the connection. So yeah, that's all gone now. If I expand that, I can see my training library and all the junk that's in it, source files and loads of objects there. Now we have our connection, what do we have? Down the left hand pane we have our Remote Explorer. We can have all the connections to different servers and different partitions. Then we have the large pane in the middle where we do all our editing. The bigger the better. As we can see, the main editor window is multi-tabbed, so we can open as many source members as we need. Right hand pane is our outline view, more on that later, and at the bottom panel we have a multi-tabbed window for things like compile results, spool files, jobs, etc, etc. Let's just take a moment to show all the icon options we have in our Remote Explorer window. The first icon is a toggle switch between the QSys libraries and the IFS file structure. Next is a new connection. Then we can go up one level. Then a collapse button. Next, a licensing button to check to see if you paid your dues. Then filters. We'll be covering this in a lot more details in a mo. Next, preferences or settings, whatever you like to call them. Then product videos. Will this video make it on the list? We will have to wait and see. Let's move on to the main player of these icons, the filter icon. We can see that the filter icon has a drop down icon next to it. Selecting this drop down will allow us to quickly switch our filters on or off. Very nice. We can also select just our source files. Let us move on to editing and compiling. Let me expand my remain library. First one in the list, a bit of CL, and we'll just double click the first one on the list and it opens in the main window. I can minimize this so you can see there it's all color coded. I can even see the variables in my outline view. I can double click on those and it goes straight to it. Very handy. I can also prompt as well. Create data area, come down there, press good old F4 just like we do in SEU, and it brings up the command for me. Very handy. And we can see all our source here and prompt to our heart's content. We can compile a couple of ways. We can right click on there and do compile. There is a shortcut as well, Control Shift C. You can do either method. You can see that's successfully compiled. Nice and happy with that. We should have an object in there now. Go back up here and refresh. And you can see we've got the object there. And we can right click on that and we can get rid of it, for example. So really everything that we can do from SEU, PDM, we can do from here very easily, very simple to do. Expand our RPG. First one on the list there, let's have a look at that. We double click on it and you can see it opens in another tab now and we've got it all color coded. So a bit of a traditional RPG there. You see it's going back a couple of years. So and it's got some free format as well. Again, all color coded, all nicely set out for us. So let's see if this one compiles. Compile it, exactly the same. And it's come up with loaded errors. But you can see now where our errors will be. There'll probably be some undefined library list problems, to be honest. It doesn't like that. And some files there, can't find some files, so that's the reason for that. But you can see you can double click on the errors quite happily and it will go directly to that line that's in error. Correct those, compile away. Let me move on to the IFS. I seem to spend more time in the IFS these days than I do on traditional libraries. To toggle between the traditional libraries and the IFS, we click the first button in our Remote Explorer toolbar, and this will show me all the IFS directories. Now we have all the directories shown, we can click on any one to expand that directory, and if we want to edit any file, we just click on it. Let me show you the filters I've set up for my IFS directories by clicking on the Define Filter icon. Here we can see a filter called Home DIRS for 3 home directories. we can see three different ways of defining this filter. /home/Jane, no n/, gives no files or no subdirectories. I'll explain that a bit later. The next one ends with a slash, so that will just show me the subdirectories within that folder. And the last one, a nick, ends with a slash and an asterisk, so that's going to show me all these files. The source files can then be filtered by file extensions. So we have a source files filter. This can then be layered on top of any of the other file filters. The source file filter has file extensions for JSON, JavaScript and SQL files. A quick demo to show how these all work. My full IFS is shown at the moment. Firstly, I'll click on the Home DIRs filter and it will show the home directory. I'll expand that to show the three home directories we specified, Jane, Andy and Nick. Jane's directory cannot be expanded and it doesn't show any files as it was defined with no slash. Andy's directory shows all subdirectories as it was ended with a slash. And Nick's directory shows all the files and all the subdirectories as it was ended with a slash and an asterisk. Now if I apply the source file filters, I will see all the JSON, JavaScript and SQL files in Jane's and Andy's directories. Yeah, I like that. A nice touch to show that we have two filters in place. As MiWorkplace is Eclipse based, we can go to the Eclipse marketplace to find any additional software we want to install. Let me search for dbeaver, do like a nice beaver. I'll enter dbeaver in the search box and look at that, loads of beavers, spoiled for choice. And now onto licensing. MiWorkplace is licensed either by a monthly charge of $10 per month per developer or $99 per year per developer. You can't moan at that. So, what are my thoughts about MiWorkplace? Yeah, very impressed. A great editor at a very reasonable price. For shops that are stuck on PDM or SEU, for whatever reason, take a look at MiWorkplace. You will be surprised. If you want a demo, give me a shout. The links are in the description below and I will give you a quick walkthrough. If you need any further details about open source or IBM I, check out all our videos at learning.formaserve.co.uk and the articles we have written for Powerwire.eu. I hope you find them useful and let us know if there are any other topics you want us to cover. Even through these difficult times, my company, FormaServe, is still providing training on our favourite platform, the IBM I. Whether it's remotely, through a mask, we are still here for you. If it's traditional programming using RPG and CL, or the modern methods of integrating open source into your infrastructure, we are here to help. We have over 30 years of teaching on the IBM I. Why not use us to get up to date and be at the forefront of the post-pandemic world? FormaServe uses Microsoft Teams software to develop top-notch training material. Take a look. You will not be disappointed. As many students have found, all our training is very informal. It's the way to learn. Find out what it's like to have fun while training. And that wraps up this quick video. Thank you for watching our how-to on IBM I video set. I hope you found them useful. Keep checking out our website learning.formaserve.co.uk and our YouTube channel. We regularly add new ones. Stay safe and we'll see you soon. Thank you.